Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffi commit to Finn keeping a secret, and Hope getting in Daphne Rose's face. Steffi was confused about what Finn's point was. What further could he conceivably tell her about Luna? Well, where she's right now. Steffi went off about Luna being in jail and how thankful she was that the woman who tried to kill her is locked down. Hearing that, Finn decided against telling Luna exactly where Luna is and decided to rather ask Steffi what's coming for them. Steffi made it clear their marriage is her #1 precedence, and she's not going anywhere. She promised to stand by his side. Poor Finn got so emotional, each he could do was hold her and apologize. He indeed kept relatively while Steffi was pledging her love and devotion to their life together, despite everything. Unfortunately, Steffi may have gone too far by asking Finn to no way suppose or speak about Luna again. As for Luna, Bill came home to find her crying as she reflected on Finn's stunner reveal. He's her father. She didn't feel relatively ready to tell Bill about the whole situation yet, however. Especially not after he touted how important he's come to trust her in his house to follow all the rules. Oops. Oh, if he only knew. Luna told Bill she felt like her whole life keeps changing, but for the more this time. She also tested the waters by bringing up her pater. And mentioned her want that Tom is and her father. What if Poppy is and her only living parent? While Bill allowed. That was intriguing. He didn't catch on to the fact this was further than wishful thinking. Meanwhile, over at the Forrester manse, Ridge and Taylor bandied the drama in Finn's family and its goods on their son. What if Finn feels indebted to Luna? Where will that leave Steffi? When is their son going to have a normal, stable life? They made a solemn oath to keep their son safe and were confident Finn would do the same. Over in the design room, Hope outright asked Daphne if she has passions for Carter and confronts her about the kiss. Yes, she saw. Now, she wants answers. Daphne Rose said she shouldn't have done that, sure, but what about what Hope's done? Stealing Carter from his stylish friend? Yeah, that's worse. Daphne Rose also called Hope out for not fading how worried Carter is about the whole achievement. If she truly loves Carter, why wouldn't she see how important pain he's in? Why isn't she working to palliate it rather of adding to it? Hope tried to control that narrative, but Daphne Rose wasn't buying it. She knew Hope was using Carter and didn't hide her misprision. Hope admitted she wanted vengeance but denied Carter was part of her plan. She swore up and down she actually cares about him. We protest effects off with a bit of breaking news. Because as Hope berates Daphne for having kissed Carter, the dark-haired beauty calls him the love of your life, and Hope doesn't correct her. In fact, she says that's commodity Daphne has been apprehensive of from the launch. Daphne talks about how unhappy Carter is with what the two of you have done, which doesn't go down well with Hope, who principally says, how veritably dare. You know nothing about what Carter and I partake, insists Hope. But Daphne continues to suggest there's more going on with him than his gal is willing to admit. Daphne points out that Hope got her way, her line is back, egging the Golden to ask exactly what her new rival is inferring. And as Daphne spouts Steffi's important repeated talking points, Hope comes this close to putting the pieces together and realizing there's a connection between the women before setting the record straight. Still, you'd be wrong, Hope says, if you're going to charge me of running after Carter and pretending to watch about him. Don't take my love and twist it to fit your depraved narrative. I watch about that man further than you know, so you aren't going to make another play for him. Finn tells Steffi he has to partake with her commodity about Luna and where his son is. But rather, they wind up talking in circles. I've worried you and I've turned your life upside down again, he says by way of reason. As if knowing that at that veritably moment, Ridge and Taylor are wondering how the youngish couple will get through this, Steffi tells her partner that nothing he says could change how she feels. Sure, her parents want her to leave him, but she's not going anywhere. Steffi does some trash talking of Poppy, who prevaricated to Finn and kept him in the dark and has now left him with this shocking twist to deal with. His son, she says, is the same woman who tried to kill me, your woman. Steffi flashes back again to being held and turned and Finn bursting down the door to deliver her. Your love saved me, she declares, so I doan't condemn you for being Luna's father. I doan't condemn you for being Sheila's son. She wishes it weren't true, but knows this is hard and confusing for him. I know she's your son, but can we just get Luna out of our minds? Asks Steffi. After all, she's locked up in captivity, so they no way have to suppose about her again. Can we do that? She begs. Please? Finn looks torn, knowing he has to tell her that Luna is living at Bill's, but stays quiet. Bill finds Luna crying gently on the settee as she thinks about her recent reunion with Daddy Finn. She thanks him for always feeling responsible for her, and he points out that he kinda sorta is under the circumstances. Bill admits he wasn't entirely sure he could trust her, and that perhaps she hasn't participated everything with him relatively yet. She admits to feeling like I've a real future in which she can reconnect with her family. Luna tells Bill her whole life has changed. What if my mama isn't my only living parent, she asks. What if my father is out there staying for me? He knows she wants desperately to believe Tom's not her father, but she needs to accept the verity. She flashes back yet again to chancing out Finn is her father. But just like with Steffi and Finn, Luna doesn't actually tell Bill anything about her newfound daddy, supposedly setting the stage for lots of verity telling hereafter. Just when she allowed. She was eventually about to have everything she wanted, her line back and a stable man who only loves her, hope world is turning upside down again. First, Carter began to waver on business, and now she just so happened to catch him locking lips with Daphne, the perfumer from France. Hope has had a real problem reading the room recently, both when it comes to work and also in her relationship with Carter. She wholeheartedly supported him in tricking Ridge and Steffi out of control over Forrester Creations but doesn't want to see the risk that it has taken. Carter has expressed his guilt over tricking his stylish friend, going as far as to say that he feels like a snake. Forrester has launched a jewelry line and 2-hand scents, both of which have set up immediate success, but the only one in the office celebrating has been Hope. While Carter should have been the one cheering his platoon on, he has stayed substantially silent, leaving Hope to celebrate alone. The further Carter has suggested that they do the right thing and give control back to the Forrester family, the further Hope has claimed that his achievement has been a noble trouble and that she refuses to go back to the way that effects were ahead. Their relationship began with a brief romantic spark but also snappily turned into the foundation of a commercial takeover. However, it now feels like there will be little left to hold Carter and Hope together, if they aren't united in business. She has come relatively hostile in her attempts to control his conduct, and you can frequently see by the look on Carter's face that he doesn't fate her anymore. However, it's hard to imagine their relationship surviving that, if he does the right thing and gives the company back. Daphne was first brought in designedly by Steffi to produce a great scent but also to throw a monkey wrench into Hope and Carter's love. Steffi hoped that if Carter fell for Daphne, it would break up his alliance with Hope, and it probably will ultimately. After clear-cut temptation failed, Daphne decided to get real. She sees the struggle within Carter and how he's doing effects against his own heart. She has encouraged him to do the right thing, but rather of it being a job, Daphne seems to have developed real passions for Carter. He has conceded that he feels like she sees right through to his heart and genuine sparks are flying between the two. Daphne was getting ready to fly back to Paris and participated a kiss with Carter, which was of course, seen by Hope as she gazed into the office where they were. Rather of walking by and breaking it up, Hope stayed outside of the office, hearkening in horror. She knows that Daphne is supporting Carter's wanting to do the right thing with the company and that he isn't relatively as pious to her as she had believed. Will Hope defy Carter about this kiss? Or will she be too hysterical that if she does, also her entire life will collapse like a house of cards? It wouldn't be the first time that she lost absolutely everything.